Mr. Chiala, I want to thank you for taking time to meet with me and sharing your views about the school and the things you do in the school. So, Mr. Chiala, how long have you been principal?
So I started at Overfeld High School in 2001. I started here as a teacher, teaching English and leadership, and I've been principal now for the last 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
Mr. Chiala, how do you feel about this honor?
Anytime Overfeld High School gets honored, it's really humbling for me. I love the work I do, and I love the work I do here at this school with these students and with this community and with this group of professionals. And so to get an honor like being the hero of the year, I don't consider that just my honor. I consider that an honor for all of us who do this work together. And so it's humbling, and I'm very appreciative because I know how hard our students and our staff work, and it's great for all of us really to get this honor.
What do you feel that you are doing differently in WC Overfeld High School?
Well, I think one of the things we do at this school is we believe every student who comes here is capable of graduating and going to college, and regardless of how hard their lives have been or what struggles they have, we do believe they're capable of getting educated and achieving at the highest level, and we really work together on that. And I think that's what drives us to do the best work we can do.
How did you encourage students to participate in the local community hero scholarship program?
Part of being a school that drives students towards college is looking at all aspects of college. And so we know students, we have to get them ready academically, and we also know we have to get them ready culturally. So when they go off to college, they can handle the school work, and so that they can also handle the culture of being away from their families at a university. We also have to look at their financial situation, because one of the big barriers for our students, and 92% of the students here at Overfeld come from low-income families, one of the big barriers is not their academic readiness or their social readiness, it's the financial readiness. And so we encourage students to go for every scholarship that we can. And when we were presented with this great opportunity to earn scholarships for our students, it was easy to tell them, you need to do this. And it's not just me telling them, it is me and our counseling staff and our teachers, and having students who know they need the money to make their college dreams come true.
What keeps you up at the night?
You know, a lot of things keep me up at night, and sometimes it's not what we're doing well that keeps me up at night. It's the places where we're not doing well yet. And a lot of times it's individual students who I know we need to do better for. Maybe a student who fell through the cracks, or a student who's having tremendous family difficulties, and trying to create a system where the adults can feel successful at helping the students be successful. And those are the things that keep me up at night, not the successes, but really the places where we still have opportunities to get better. There are some amazing things that happen at Overfeld High School, amazing times where staff go out of their way to help students. And I'm thinking about last year on the deadline to submit your confirmation to go to the university, when students are nervous and afraid. And finally, last year we had 2 students up here in the office, and they both decided they were going to go off to a 4-year university, and they submitted their applications, and it said they needed a $250 deposit. And neither one of these students had any money, and to have a teacher just say, put it on my credit card, was really remarkable. And for both of those students, we had staff members who put their application fee on the credit card, and they're at university right now getting educated. They would have given up on that 4-year college dream, and they probably would have been successful, but they wouldn't have had the 4-year university experience there.
Do you mind sharing the name of those 2 teachers or one teacher who did that?
Well, I don't know if she would want me to. We're all pretty humble about our giving.
Right.
But I would just say that that's an example of, I mean, I was in the room, and there were plenty of people who are doing things like that here at the school all the time. Another great example, we had about 12 students who wanted to visit Ivy League schools on the East Coast. And so we looked at this program that takes students from East San Jose to the Ivy League schools, and it was really expensive. And the kids said, well, we're never going to get to go. Well, we had a couple of teachers who said, we'll plan a trip for you. And they got back last month. These two teachers took 6 kids to visit 8 Ivy League schools on the East Coast. They fundraised, they raised some money, they got some contributions, and they took students on a 6-day tour of Ivy League schools, and now at least 4 of those seniors are planning to apply to those schools. If they end up at Brown University or at NYU or at Harvard, it's going to be because they went and saw those campuses and could see themselves there.
Doesn't that make you feel so excited about
those are the wonderful, wonderful things. Those are not the things that keep me up at night. Those are the things that bring joy to me.
Right.
And they're one of the great things about being at a school like Overfelt, where we all really feel like one big family, is there are plenty of those moments where people are doing great things for students and great things with students, and where students are doing great things for each other, that make it all worthwhile. And even when things are their most difficult, it's those moments of beauty, those moments, exceptional moments where this Overfelt family comes together that make everything good.
What do you think you would like to do differently in exciting students to go to the higher level?
I mean, I'll tell you, we've increased our college going rates so that about 80% of the students who graduate now go to college, and about between 35 and 40% go to 4-year universities. And I feel good about that, and yet at the same time I know it's not enough. And so we have to work on systems to make sure that every single student can graduate and have college as their option when they do. And so that means, for me, making sure that students are passing their classes early, and as soon as they start to struggle, that they're getting the help they need. If students are struggling for reasons that aren't academic, that they're getting support with those things, whether that's social support or family support or anger management or whatever the struggle happens to be, that we're able to provide support for that. And then making sure that if they are in a place to go to college, that they have all of the financial support they need to go there as well.
That's great. What do you think parents' role is in the society with their children?
You know, parents play the most critical role in their children's lives, and as a parent, I see how important my role is, and I also know that the influences on my own daughter are from the community are almost as big as mine. And so I think parents being part of here at Overfelt, parents being part of a school and part of a school community where they're partnered with us in supporting students, and in some cases, especially in schools like Overfelt, where many of the parents are immigrants and lots of them are low income and struggling to make ends meet, and they have great aspirations for their children, then it really comes down to part of our responsibility is to support those parents and support those students. We have a real obligation to bring parents in and make sure they feel connected and supported too.
How can other principals can encourage the students as you have done in your school at the Overfelt?
I think all of the principals I know work very hard to make their schools the best places they can. And the thing I would always encourage is building a culture of support and a culture of academic excellence, because one person can't make the difference, but one person can create a team that believes in the same things and has the same vision, and then bring that team to make the difference.
What would you like to tell your students and faculty staff about this honor?
The thing I would tell the Overfelt family, the faculty, the teachers, and the students, and the parents and the families, is that this honor, it might be coming to me, but it is our honor as a community. We stand together and support each other in everything we do, and a lot of times I get the recognition for the great things that they're doing here at this school.
What are the things you like to do when you're not in this office?
There's a lot of things I like to do, and I love to be with my family at home and spend time with my own daughter. I love to travel. I like to go to different places in the world and experience different cultures. I love reading. I love photography. I love studying. I love soccer. I like watching it. I like playing it. There are a lot of things. I like to ski. I like to stay busy when I'm not in school as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chiala. Thank you for your time. And we appreciate this opportunity to interview you. And I hope you keep doing the same great things as you have done this year with the local community heroes and all. You may not have realized, but we have some of the highest student scholarship people, applying for the scholarship from your school. And that was amazing. And I believe that was because the way you work with your staff, counselors, and the students themselves.
Well, and thank you for having this idea and for creating this publication and for going out of your way to recognize students from our community, and thank you for choosing me for this honor. I'm humbled.
Thank you.